Well, hey folks, this is Fat Guy Flies RC, and this is the Naval Aviation Centennial T-28 from Durafly, sent to me by Hobby King for review. Let's take it up on this very windy crosswind day. Take her up and have a little bit of fun with her. Meet you out the field. Well, right over there. All right, here we go. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Running a 7-channel Lemon RX stabilized receiver inside of her, but it's a Trojan, so like all Trojan, they usually fly pretty good no matter who makes them. All right, timer set for 5 minutes.
Timer reset.
All right, don't really need takeoff flaps right now, so let's go. Whoa.
The gear is up.
Kind of had a rocky start there. Oh, I forgot I'm flying a little bit lighter of a battery in her than I normally do. I gotta make sure she's trimmed right. All right, that's pretty good now.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
I usually run like a 3000 4S in there, but today I got a Turnigy 2200 4S in there. Yeah, she'll snap roll, no problem. Don't necessarily come out of it right, but
The gear is down.
gear is pretty darn quick on this thing. Well,
Time remaining 3 minutes.
might have to use flaps.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
Didn't like it. So if you don't like it, go around.
Landing flaps.
Now the wind has died. Just kind of slapped her down. Not real crazy.
Takeoff flaps.
Not real crazy about that takeoff, but or that landing. And this plane doesn't weigh anything.
Prop is secured.
Super light. All right, let's take it back to the bench. We'll talk about it. I still got 55% left, so we're gonna go up again. But I just realized, I said, man, she's awfully touchy, and man, she shouldn't be rocking around. Then I realized
Wind gyro active. Manual mode.
I had her in manual mode. I didn't have the wind gyro on at all. So
Wind gyro active.
let's go finish this flight, and let's actually have the wind gyro on. right, continuing on. Now that the gyro's turned on, that will help with this wind. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Oh, I still had the...
Timer reset.
Have to only fly for just a little bit. And I had to take off one of my little fairings on one of my landings. I popped that fairing on the, or wheel pant there. So, all right. Okay, let's just fly around for just a little bit. A couple of takeoffs and landings. Hold on. And try it again. Because the wind is not being my friend right now.
The gear is up.
Yeah. A lot more locked in, as they say. That makes a huge difference right there.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Now, it's not self-level. It just helps with the wind gyro.
The gear is down.
Oh, Lord, be with me.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
All right, saved it. Once I realized I had too much of a bounce there, goosed it and got out of it. That's the problem with crosswind landings. There we go. You gotta put that rudder into the wind. Keep her straight.
Prop is secured.
It's amazing the difference that a wind gyro can make. I mean, it doesn't limit your flying, it just makes a very light little plane fly so much better. All right, let's take it back to the bench, we'll talk about it. All right, took her out and I lost a fairing there, a wheel pant, in that one land, that first landing. But it's amazing what a difference a wind gyro can make. I didn't realize I didn't have it turned on. And there's a way of going in there with a 7-channel Lemon RX and have the stabilizer on all the time. I don't like necessarily doing that because when I first get a plane up, I want to be able to trim her manually and then turn the gyro on. And that way, if you know she flies well without the gyro, then when you turn the gyro on, it's a difference between night and day, which you just saw. Without the gyro, she flew okay, but we got a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind directly across the runway, okay? And I'm trying to land straight against the wind or crossways, so it makes this light little plane that don't weigh nothing really squirrely. Now, just a bigger, heavier wooden plane, it wouldn't even matter. But this is so light. So when I turn the gyro on, when I realized I didn't have it on, it's amazing how much better it flies. All right, let's go over our rates. Like I said, this doesn't have save or spectrum or anything. This is limit RX. So everything is just regular flying rates. Flying rates I just flew in. Ailerons are 40%, with 30% expo. Because they're a lot, they don't need much. There's a big control surfaces. Elevator, 60 with 30% expo.
High rate.
And rudder, 100%, but with 50% expo, helps with that steering. But that great big old rudder on a light wind day, on a heavy wind day, cross breeze, that big rudder makes you squirrely across that runway. Now, didn't really use the flaps, but I'll share them with you anyways. There is a small amount of mix. Flaps up on Spectrum are negative 100%. Excuse me. Takeoff are negative 50% with a 5% down elevator. And landing are 0% with a 10% down elevator on a 2-second deployment. Check our battery. And I had 31% left, so it couldn't have been more perfect. Now to show you my placement, I got the 2200 Turnigy Nanotech all the way forward. And it kind of angles in, just kind of sits in there at an angle, but I got Velcro, so it's not going to go anywhere. And that's where the 7-channel Limit RX antenna going this way and one going straight back for 90 degrees. CG, I like to check it with the gear down as if I'm landing, because that's when CG is the most important. And it's a warbird, so you want to be slightly nose heavy. On the forward CG, it's pretty just starting to favor nose heavy. If I go back just a little bit, obviously it's going to be a little more nose heavy, and it's 50 to 60 millimeters back from the leading edge. So really about 52 is your CG, and she's favoring nose heavy. Favoring nose heavy at 52. At 50, still favoring nose heavy. So you could even, like I said, with the warbird, you want it just to favor nose heavy. You don't necessarily want to be drastic nose heavy. You just want it to favor nose heavy. That's the best recipe for success. Hobby King, I want to thank you for sending the Durafly Naval Aviation Centennial T-28 to me for a review. It's a good flying plane. I think the biggest drawback with this plane is the fact that it's so light. It makes it easy on the battery, but because it's so light, unless you've got a really good gyro and you're very confident in your skills, which I'm sometime am, bring her out on a day where the wind is right down your runway, either way, and then fly into the wind. You'll have a much better recipe for success. All right, Florida storm. Quick, got to get out into the cover here. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for now. That's Florida for you. Comes out of nowhere, but I'll wait 15 minutes. And with Florida, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes or walk across the street. It's totally different over there. Well, anyways, Hobby King, thank you. Great little bird. Under 10 mile an hour flying conditions. Short grass only. Take it easy on the retracts, but she flies great, looks great, lights, flaps, gear, good flying plane. Y'all have a good one. God bless you. God is good. We'll see you later.